Have you ever been out running and things start to get a little shuffly and you trip and you look back and you fell on something that was like a quarter? It was like just barely off the ground. Well, today we're gonna work on the perfect drill to cure those marathon shuffle blues, and it's gonna also improve our performance, and it is called a pulling drill. Now, if you think about it, when we run, we don't just push off the ground, but we pull our feet up off the ground as well. And as we get tired, we get a little bit in the back seat. Our beautiful posture starts to fall apart, and then all of a sudden our legs don't naturally snap up off the ground anymore. They tend to shuffle, which is where that whole marathon shuffle comes from. And yes, you can marathon shuffle even if you're not in a dang marathon itself. So we're gonna start by getting nice and tall and pulling one leg right up off the ground, and I'm gonna start this drill just in place. Now notice, I'm really splitting the difference between what it looks like a high knee up here and a butt kick out the back. So I'm getting a little hip flexor, I'm getting a little hamstring working together. And this leg could be just on the inseam of this one. So I'm gonna work on 10 here on this side, pulling. And if you wanna get fancy, you can start to pull a little bit faster. I'll go over here, same thing, start slow. Remember, sometimes it gets a little further out the front, that's the high knee. It gets a little out the back, that's the butt kick. I wanna split the difference. Here, could add a little running arm motion if I wanted to. And once I have those 10, now I'm gonna jog in place. And as I start to jog, I wanna think about pulling both feet off the ground just a little bit, and then I can start to exaggerate on one side for my 10. Now, sometimes when you do this, the upper body starts to flinch. So I want to avoid the flinch, nice and tall, just pulling here. Same thing, 10 on the other side. Now this is where it gets real fun. We're gonna add a waltz pattern into this. That's right, it's gonna be a little bit more of a rhythm change. And what I want you to do is 3 pulls on the right, immediately into 3 pulls on the left. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I could even start to run around or in place. Whew, don't mind the wind, for my waltz pulling drill. So once I have that nailed, I can add this into my runs, preferably in the beginning, the middle, and the end somewhere. I like to add it for 5 minutes, 30 seconds where I'm working on this pulling drill. You can do one of the progressions. If you're feeling all good and fancy pants, add that waltz pulling drill in. 30 seconds of regular running. If all else fails, you only add it in one place. Add it in the middle, the end of your runs when you're starting to lose that run form. It'll wake you up and snap you out. Remember, adding run drills in like this makes your mechanics better. And when your mechanics are better, that means you can run more, not only enjoyably, but pain-free. And if you run enough, running will change everything. That's what we believe over here at Fleet Feet. We believe it so much, Coach Ashley has made another video just for you because we're just scratching the surface of these run mechanics. Check this video out right over here, my shoulder, and we will see you in that next video.